Bismillah Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. FAROOQ HASAN is back with a brand new episode of Sky is the Limit. Today I am sitting in the midst of Margila Hills, right next to Faisal Mosque, at the International Islamic University campus, and I am honored by the presence of Professor Dr. Muhammad Zia Ul Haq, who is the Director General of Islamic Research Institute and International Islamic University, Islamabad. He's a very learned fellow, and we're going to try and pick on his brains today and see what he has in store. Assalamu alaikum, Dr.
Assalamu alaikum, FAROOQ bhai.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Great.
I'm grateful to you for
It's a
sparing
pleasure.
time.
It's a pleasure, Professor Saab, and you've done so much in your life. I was just going through your profile, your international exposure, your contribution towards Paigam-e-Pakistan as being the national coordinator, and you've traveled so much, you've done your PhD. So we'd like to have your life experience, and you are probably the second longest serving Director General of this institute also, IRI. So we'd like to hear from you. How did you make it to here? Where did it all start? Where do you come from originally?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'm basically from Sahiwal.
Okay.
And I belong to a farmer family.
Okay.
My primary and middle education is from village Tat school.
Okay.
And then I joined Government Comprehensive School in Sahiwal.
Okay.
I did my intermediate from Government College Sahiwal, and then I went to Bahauddin Zakariya University, Multan.
Okay, that's one of the recognized bigger universities.
Yeah, bigger university. I joined the university in 1984. We were the first batch of BA 4-year program.
Okay.
I did my BA from there.
Bachelor's,
and then I also did my MA in Islamic Studies from Bahauddin Zakariya University.
So BA 4 years meant bachelor's in honors.
Yeah, it was like this BS program.
Okay.
Later on it was changed into BS.
Yeah.
Its nomenclature was changed.
Okay.
I got first position in BA in the university, and I had second position in MA. And after that, I joined as a lecturer at Government Zamindar College, Gujarat.
Government Zamindar College, Gujarat.
Yeah,
Okay.
I served there for 2 years,
Mhm.
then transferred to Government College, Gordon College, Rawalpindi.
Okay.
I served here for 1 year. Meanwhile, I got scholarship for PhD.
And what were you teaching? Sorry, I'm cutting you. What were you
I
teaching?
was teaching Islamic studies and religious studies.
Throughout. Islamic studies and religious studies.
Religious studies, and later on after PhD, it became focused on Sharia and law.
Okay.
And such type of things.
Okay.
In 1993, I got cultural scholarship for PhD, and it was honor for me that I was given scholarship from one of the oldest Islamic university.
Okay.
It is the university that was established in last decades of first century of Hijra in Tunisia, Tunis, Jamia Zaytuna, Az-Zaytuna University. It is a famous university. Yes. Where Ibn Khaldun was studying. Yes. Later on, Ibn Khaldun was teacher there, and it is one of the learning center of Islamic religious studies, Islamic history, culture, and particularly Maliki school of thought.
Maliki school of
yeah.
thought. And we have a lot of Islamic scholars also graduated from
that university. Yeah. It is one of the oldest university. There is a competition between 3 universities.
Jamia
Al-Azhar University, Jamia Al-Karwiyain, that is in Morocco,
okay.
and Jamia Az-Zaytuna. So they are all claiming that we are the oldest university. Okay. Yeah. And this university is also particularly associated with Kairouan, and Kairouan was the center from where Islam traveled to Europe and Spain. Yeah. I did my PhD from there in 1998 in comparative fiqh. My PhD was related to international Islamic law.
Comparative fiqh?
Comparative fiqh.
Sect?
No, it was comparison of Islamic law with the international law.
Okay.
It was comparison of Islamic law, Islamic law, Sharia, represented by 5 schools of thought.
Okay.
Not 4 schools of thought. It is
5
not
schools.
5 schools of thought, all Sunni and Shia schools of thought. And I returned back and again joined Gordon College as a lecturer. I served there for a few months, and later on.
So you had become a doctor, PhD doctor, and you came back and you started serving in Gordon College.
Gordon College. I came back in 1998. I served there for 6 months, and later on I was appointed in Allama Iqbal Open University as a lecturer of Islamic law. Okay. I served there 2 years as lecturer, and later on in 2002 I became associate professor and pioneer chairpersons of Department of Islamic Law and Sharia at Allama Iqbal Open University.
Okay.
From Allama Iqbal Open University in 2004, I traveled to United Kingdom, Scotland, and I was the Higher Education Commission's postdoctorate fellow at the learned and renowned University of Glasgow, Scotland, in Glasgow. I spent there 1 year, returned back, and in 2008 I was selected as a professor of Sharia and Islamic law at International Islamic University, Islamabad. 2 years I served as chairman Department of Sharia and Islamic law. Then I served 4 years as dean faculty of Sharia and law. After that I went again on several postdoctorate fellowships in Europe and United States.
So you had a passion to learn and a passion to grow.
I always tried to update myself after 4 or 5 years, in relinquishing myself from routine things and updating my knowledge. Because you are doing PhD, when you are doing PhD, it is new. But with the passage of time, that research became old. So you need to
update it.
And during this process, I had the opportunity to enjoy with some of brilliant and historical institutions. For example, I was Erasmus Mundus Fellow at University of Warsaw in Poland. In Poland, I had the opportunity to study about Polish culture, Polish history, the impact of Second World War on Poland, and the transformation of Poland from a communist country to a democratic country.
Okay.
After that, in 2012, I got another opportunity in one of oldest Christian institution, that is Daitso University in Bilbao in Spain. I was there again Erasmus Mundus Fellow, and I was teaching there in the law faculty, Islamic law, Islamic culture, Islamic civilization. From there I came back and joined again my university, and then I was selected as a senior Fulbright fellow, and I traveled to Cincinnati, Ohio in United States, and I joined Xavier University in Cincinnati as a professor of theology and religious studies and senior Fulbright fellow.
Okay.
There I worked on interfaith dialogue, participation of Muslims in interfaith dialogue, and Sharia point of view on human rights standards. Practically I was engaged in interfaith activities. I was regularly visiting churches, synagogues, mosques.
All faiths.
All faiths. And I really learned there that what is religious diversity. I have also written, contributed in a book that was published from
You have about 15 publications?
Yes, I have 15 books and 55 research articles.
Mashallah.
And my contribution is in 3 languages, Urdu, English and Arabic.
Arabic also, wow,
Yeah.
awesome.
I wrote my PhD thesis in Arabic. Many of my publications are published from renowned
What
Arabic.
was it? The topic of your thesis was on?
My topic of my PhD thesis was Diplomacy in Sharia and International Law, a comparative study.
Wow, what a unique topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what happened after 2014?
Then I came back, I joined here, and I got the opportunity. I was the pioneer and first fellow of King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz International Center for Dialogue. That was established in Vienna. This was a joint project of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Holy See, Kingdom of Spain, and Republic of Austria.
Okay.
And I was the first and pioneer fellow, and I'm still associated with that institute. Last week I was in Malaysia, and we were working on networking of institutions of religious education from all faiths.
Okay.
So it was an international event, and we were representing 40 renowned education institutions representing different faiths: Christians, Muslims, Jews, Hindus, Sikhs, and many other faiths.
Awesome.
I'm also a regular member of the Secretariat of World and Traditional Religions that is in Kazakhstan, and I'm representing Pakistan and Islam from 2008 in that secretariat. I'm here in this university as a professor from 2008, and at present I'm senior most professor of the...
I think 2014 you became president?
No, I became professor in 2008, in April 2008.
Okay.
And in 2010 I became Dean Faculty of Sharia and Law, and then in 2014 I became Director General of Islamic.
Yes, in 2014 you became Director General.
Director General of Islamic Research.
And you're still continuing, mashallah.
Yes, I continue. This is my third tenure as Director General.
Mashallah, mashallah. So you always had a leaning or a liking for religious studies right from childhood? Or is it something, it's a passion you developed over time?
No, it was my first introduction with the religious studies and Islamic studies. It was when I joined Bahauddin Zakariya University, Multan.
In your bachelor's?
Yeah, in my bachelor. You know, it was the start of the era of Islamization in Pakistan. So that was the period, that was the time when I started learning. I learned Arabic language, and I tried always to utilize Arabic and trying to understand Islamic studies, Quran, Hadith, Fiqh, from the original Islamic sources that are in Arabic language.
Okay.
But I am producing in Urdu, in English. At present, my majority of work is in English language.
In English language,
yes.
Great. So tell us a bit about Paigam-e-Pakistan. You are the national coordinator.
Yes, yes.
What's the concept behind this?
Yeah, I joined this institute in 2014.
Okay.
Islamic Research Institute was proposed in the first Constitution of Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
Okay.
In 1956.
Yes.
But it was proposed by Allama Iqbal. Allama Iqbal, when proposed creation of Pakistan, separate homeland for the Muslims in subcontinent, at the same time he proposed the idea of social reconstruction in his famous lectures, Reconstruction of Religious Thought in Islam.
Okay.
And this institute, he said, what type of this state should be? It should be decided by Islamic research institutes. He proposed several research institutes. On the basis of his theory, it was included in objective resolution that Pakistan will be representing modern Islamic society. And for that purpose, first Prime Minister, he proposed that we should have Islamic Research Institute. Its original birth was in 1948 in Lahore under the title of Institute of Islamic Reconstruction, and famous Allama Asad was its first director.
Okay.
Then that institute was abandoned in 1951 when he came to Karachi and he joined Foreign Office. So that institute became abandoned. And interestingly, the Bengali members of the Legislative Assembly, they were insisting that Pakistan is not an ordinary state. In Pakistan, we have to reconstruct Islamic society in accordance with the ideas that were proposed by Allama Iqbal. Pakistani society will be Islamic, but at the same time, it will be a modern democracy with effective constitutionalism. And that purpose have to be completed with the research institutions. So Islamic Research Institute was the first think tank of the government of Pakistan.
Okay.
And from 1961 till today, we are contributing in the drafting of legislation. The famous 1961 Muslim Family Law Ordinance, 1962 Constitution of Pakistan,
Yep.
1973 Constitution of Pakistan, and 1980s Islamic legislation. All these things were drafted in Islamic Research Institute.
Okay.
Initially it was in Karachi, and Maulana Abdul Aziz Memon, he migrated from India, and he was given the responsibility of looking after this institute when it was still not established constitutionally. And the first Prime Minister of Pakistan, Nawabzada Liaquat Ali, he said, Maulana, you have authority to spend unlimited budget. And in early 50s, he traveled around the world and brought treasure in shape of books and unique research manuscripts. We have in our library, we have thousands of books.
You were telling me about the treasure.
But the treasure is 35,000 rare collection that we have.
And when you say rare, give me some examples.
Rare means that all these books are at least 200 years old.
My God.
From
original manuscripts?
Original manuscripts, handwritten manuscripts. Some of the manuscripts are in shape of films, and we have digitalized it, but majority of the manuscripts are handwritten and in original form.
Wow. And you have some from the Mughal era also, you were
Yes,
telling me.
yes, yes.
Akbarnama?
Akbarnama we have the original, the first book, Al-Qanun, that was published in 1599 after the invention of the printing press.
My God, that was the first book.
It was first Islamic book, and it was published from a printing press in Italy. Similarly, we have the books that were published in subcontinent after the arrival of the printing press here. And we have unique collection of the copies of handwritten Quran-e-Pak. These copies were gifted to heads of the state, and they gifted these copies to Islamic Research Institute.
Okay, for public at large.
Yes,
public
so
they can benefit from it. So, Dr. Saab, tell me, this place that I'm sitting here right now, it's the International Islamic University campus and the IRI, Islamic Research Institute. What's the linkage between these two?
Islamic Research, as I told you, Islamic Research Institute was proposed in the Constitution of 1956.
Fair enough.
It was established in 1961.
Okay.
And the first director of the institute was the first Education Minister of Pakistan, Dr. Ishtiaq Qureshi.
Okay.
And learned professors, Dr. Fazlur Rahman, Dr. Ismail Raji Al-FAROOQ, from around the globe.
Right.
They joined this institute, and at that time, the pays and perks of the professors in the Islamic Research Institute were more than the pays and perks of the professors in United States.
Okay.
And we started our journal Islamic Studies in 1961.
And the institute was in Karachi at that
It
time?
was
the premises?
It was in Karachi.
Okay.
Then it when capital shifted to Islamabad in 1973, it was shifted to Melody.
Okay.
In Melody there was
an area in Islamabad.
There is a building. It was used by the Ministry of Religious Affairs. So this institute was there. And then when this mosque was designed, Faisal Mosque was designed, this area of the mosque was particularly designed for the Islamic Research Institute.
Okay.
It is a tailor-made campus
for IRI.
and it is a traditional symbol of mosque and Jamia together. That has all been always in Islamic culture in all the Muslim societies.
Okay. And when did International Islamic University come into being?
This institute was upgraded in 1980 into Islamic University.
Okay.
Then in 1986, the university turned into International Islamic University.
Okay.
And Islamic Research Institute was made its constituent unit. Now we are working under the umbrella of the university, but it is an independent unit. and the Director General of the institute is appointed by the Board of Governors, and he is reporting to the President of Islamic University. In rest of matters, the institute has its own autonomy, it has its own statutory bodies which are taking important decisions.
Great.
In Islamic Research Institute, we have 5 research and teaching department, Department of Quranic Studies, Department of Hadith and Sunnah, we have Department of Fiqh and Islamic Law, we have Department of Study of World Religions, similarly we have Department of Islamic Culture and Civilization. We have here 3 unique centers. One is International Center of Excellence for Sira Studies, and second is Paigam-e-Pakistan Center for Peace, Reconciliation and Reconstruction Studies, and third is Center for Study of Islam, Human Rights and Muslim Societies. We have largest library here, we have our own printing press, and from 1960s we are also working as a publishing house, quality publishing
for
house.
Islamic religious,
all type of books that are related to social sciences, Muslim societies, and our publications are in 3 languages: Urdu, Arabic, English, and it's our publications are very famous around the globe, and we are publishing and maintaining that standard from 1961.
So, Dr. Saab, tell me, what were the initiatives that you specifically undertook or you introduced after joining as DG?
After joining that, this premises was, as you know, we have habit to destroy our buildings. So first of all, I brought back this building into its original shape, remove our barriers, all extension, and then I turned it into an international institute. Similarly, as I have seen around the globe, neat and clean washrooms, committee rooms, lecture rooms, conferences halls, such type of things.
So you did all the hardware basically, the classroom.
For example, I can give you example. We have 3 American kitchens in the institute, so that every employee can cook to the kitchen and use it as it is in the American universities.
Fair enough.
And this is the reason that we are very happily ready to welcome. Every year we are welcoming Prime Minister of Pakistan and the President of Pakistan. It is a frequent visiting place for the foreign dignitaries, ministers, delegates, whoever is coming to Islamabad. Usually our institute is included in his
and that's
program.
One of the reasons you made sure that the building is renovated and kept in that state.
It should reflect important and beautiful picture of Pakistan.
And a lot of international students also studying it. How many international students, sorry, by the way?
In our university we have 3,000 international.
3,000 international students from all over the world?
All over the world. All over the world.
So one is this thing that you renovated.
And secondly, we, Maulana Kausar Niazi, he was the chairman of the institute. Hafiz Peace Zarda, he was the chairman of the institute. Maulana Kausar Niazi was interested that institute should start a training program, and he was interested that at that time the training should include teaching of foreign languages such as German, French, Russian, and I would like to mention here that we have books in 17 modern languages, almost all major European languages, Russian, Central Asian languages, and Muslim languages. We have literature, books, journals, and everything in our Dr. Hamidullah library. So we introduce 3-level training programs: undergraduate training program, postgraduate training program, and postdoctorate training.
This is in your tenure?
Yeah, it's in my tenure. Along with that, President of Pakistan, Mamnoon Hussain, he came here. And you know about the National Action Plan.
Yes.
And we spent 10 years without having any narrative on radicalism, violence, terrorism that was unfortunately introduced in Pakistan on the basis of religious slogans and distorted religious teachings. So President of Pakistan, he came here. He was chairing the meeting of the BOT. He said every university is working and issuing degrees and academic programs. I would like that this university should work on national narrative for countering violent extremism. And as per the directives of the President of Pakistan, immediately this responsibility was assigned to Islamic Research Institute, because the institute was established for the purpose of reconstruction. And narrative building is one of the major and important tool for the reconstruction of the society. So we started this work in 2017. The first draft of Paigam-e-Pakistan was introduced in May 2017 in the presence of the President of Pakistan. Its fatwa was narrated by Maulana Muhammad Rafi Usmani, who has recently died.
Yes, yes.
And its declaration was narrated by rector of the university, Dr. Masoom Yasin. He was rector at that time. President of Pakistan was present there, federal ministers, members of the parliament, representatives of different bodies, and representatives of all religious schools of thought. They suggested that we should continue work on it. Then we were continue improving Paigam-e-Pakistan, and on 16th January 2018 in Awan-e-Sadr, President Islamic Republic of Pakistan launched Paigam-e-Pakistan as the national narrative of Islamic Republic of Pakistan for countering violent extremism and terrorism.
All that hard work paid off.
Yeah, and from that, it was first step. The first step was to compile and introduce national narrative. And after that, we started compliance on national narrative.
That's more important.
Yeah, so we are working with the Higher Education Commission, with all wafaqs representing all schools of thought, and major Pakistani private and public universities. This institute, our Board of Governors established here state-of-art center, Paigam-e-Pakistan Center. I'm also heading that center, and I'm the national coordinator of Paigam-e-Pakistan. So we have closely working with national organizations as well as international organizations. We had activities in Makkah. We contributed in Makkah Declaration. We were hosted by the President of Indonesia, and he requested to the Pakistani state that we like to have a narrative similar to Paigam-e-Pakistan for Afghanistan. So a delegation of Pakistani ulama, Afghani ulama, and Indonesian ulama, and they were together in the President Palace in Bahor. And interestingly, in the cabinet of the president at that time, his one vice president and 5 of his ministers, they were alumni of International Islamic University.
Oh, wow.
So it was a wonderful experience. And after that, we worked, and we took this initiative with the permission of the Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, then Prime Minister Imran Khan, and now Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. All governments, they are working with us, and we engage various segments of the society: professionals, youth, female, religious leaders, non-Muslim communities. We have a continuation of Paigam-e-Pakistan in shape of Dukhtarane-Pakistan to engage daughters of the nation. We have, in continuation of Paigam-e-Pakistan, Sayabane-Pakistan. Sayabane-Pakistan is a national narrative of religious communities, all religious communities in Pakistan. And through Sayabane-Pakistan, we are trying to change differences into diversity, and we are trying to introduce interfaith and interreligious dialogue in Pakistan for the better social reconstruction of Pakistan.
That's a major initiative.
Also, we have another initiative, that is Naujawanan-e-Pakistan.
We will talk about both these initiatives because interfaith harmony is probably one of the most touching subjects right now. And obviously to engage the youth of Pakistan again, that you're also working on. We're going to take a short break, Dr. Saab, and we'll be right back after the break. It's a very interesting talk. Don't go away. Welcome back to Sky is the Limit. We are in conversation with Professor Dr. Zia, and I am here sitting in Islamabad at the International Islamic University campus and also the campus for IRI. Doctor, before we went on break, I was talking about how to engage the youth, what is Paigam-e-Pakistan doing for that, and also for interfaith harmony, which is the need of the hour. Can you kindly enlighten us on that?
Yes, I would like to tell you that one of the important objectives we have laid down, Paigam-e-Pakistan is not only a counter narrative, it is a proactive narrative. Proactive narrative that is not only analyzing our problems, suggesting solutions, but also giving light for the way forward. We started Paigam-e-Pakistan with this realization that our mistakes, our failures, and our weaknesses are due to our negligence, and we are all responsible. And this is the reason when we started it, originally ulama, they were not agreed on it, sectarianism and like this. And then we asked them, उजाड़ मौसम में रेत धरती पे फसल बोई थी चांदनी की, अब इसमें उगने लगे अंधेरे, तो कैसा जी में मलाल रखना, तुम ऐसा करना, कोई जुगनू कोई सितारा संभाल रखना, मेरे अंधेरों की फिक्र छोड़ो, तुम अपने घर का ख्याल रखना.
Wow, keep the light burning and look after your house.
Yeah. So we, with that, for example, this book, this is a book, I am the author of that.
Advancing Peace.
Advancing Peace, Inclusiveness and Coexisting. This book, through narrative building, this book is describing whole story of Paigam-e-Pakistan, its objective, its content analysis, and its way forward.
Yep.
So there are several things in Paigam-e-Pakistan. Paigam-e-Pakistan is showing commitment with Constitution of Pakistan. Paigam-e-Pakistan is committed to declare everywhere that Pakistan is the best Islamic society and Islamic country in the world, because the terrorists, they are attacking on the ideology of Pakistan while saying that Pakistan is not Islamic country, and from that they are poisoning the minds of youth and recruiting them. So we started with that at present, on the basis of the Constitution of Pakistan and on the basis of the legislation that has already been done, Pakistan is a positive, constitutional, common law state with the superiority of Quran and Sunnah. So this is a modern Islamic state. And when Pakistan was established in 1948, Professor...
in 1947?
In 1947, Pakistan was established. In 1948, Professor Smith, he was professor in FC College. He wrote a small book. Title was Ideology of Pakistan. And in that book, he claimed that Pakistan is the modern rebirth of Islam. The success of Pakistan will demonstrate that Islam is a viable way of life for modern human beings.
Yeah.
So, it was so important at that time. It was not re-emerging of Mughaliya Empire. It was not re-emerging of Ottoman Empire. It was re-emerging as a replica of the first Islamic state that was established by the Prophet, peace be upon him. What Prophet ﷺ did, that we need to do in Pakistan.
Replicate.
Yeah, replicate. What Prophet ﷺ did, he changed weaknesses into strengths, challenges, difficulties into challenges, and generated opportunities from the challenges. And this is, in my opinion, this is the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ. And this is what we need to do in Pakistan. We were doing, Pakistan is a success story.
Yes.
I'm always saying to my youth, from 1947, people, they were saying, and many Indian scholars, they were believing that within few years, Pakistan will
exit from the map.
Exit from the map, and it will be united India again. But the journey of Pakistan from 1947 to 1995, it is a journey of success. during that period, we have wars. Half of Pakistan was separated. We have martial laws. But
We've survived. We are a very resilient nation.
We were resilient. Our economy was at the top. Pakistan was the famous destination for the foreign workers.
Yes.
And economy of Pakistan until 1993 was top from the Asia. Even Indian economy was called Hindu economy. And later on, Manmohan Singh, he adopted Pakistani strategies. And we were winning World Cup, Hockey Cup in Pakistan, cricket in Pakistan, squash in Pakistan. Pakistani PIA was flying around the globe. Pakistani doctors, Pakistani engineers. Pakistan was a destination. You know, if you travel some of countries, Jordan, Syria, Egypt, you will find alumni of Pakistani universities.
Yes.
Because they were coming to study in Pakistan. And after that, काफले खाक हुए दश्त में कितने काश खुशियों की तरह दर्द भी हिजरत करते हमारी
what caused this polarization what is Paigam-e-Pakistan doing about this?
I think in the process of reconstruction, process of bridging the gap and the process of reconciliation, we have not done as a movement. There has been reconciliation by nature, because Pakistan is situated on the base of Indus civilization. And this Indus civilization, not from 1947, it is from centuries, from ancient period, is uniting this area that is presently called Pakistan. And you can find integration. For example, from Karachi, you start Urdu. Then from Sindh, you will start with Sindhi language. Sindhi is gradually converting into Saraiki. Saraiki is converting into Punjabi. Punjabi is converting into Pothohari. Then we have Kashmiri, Gilgati, Pashto. It is a like flow of Indus River. Indus River and Indian rivers, they never met together, but they flowed with each other, side by side, parallel. So same, for example, you can see in our dresses, in our meals, even in our language. Now Balochistan is interacted with Punjab, Sindh is interacted with Punjab. The economic, social and educational interests of KPK are with Punjab and capital and with Sindh. By nature, by default, our economy, our agriculture, our industry, our education is dependent on each other.
Fair enough.
You will find in Lahore Pashtun who are living there and they are speaking Punjabi better than Lahoris. You will find similarly in Peshawar Punjabis who are speaking Pashto better than Pashtun. And similarly our meals, dam pukht, Quetta cafe, Quetta tea, we are by nature, by default integrating each other. But our state and society has not successful to unite the nation. We are until now not able to change differences into diversity.
What is Paigam-e-Pakistan?
Paigam-e-Pakistan is an effort. It is a tool to change differences into diversity. Through Paigam-e-Pakistan, we are advocating that we need to have ethics of disagreement. We need to have, we need to contest radical mindset wherever it is. We are doing several type of activities, seminars, workshops, symposiums, tours, cricket matches. We organized Church Cricket League, Madrasa Cricket League. Now, initially we started separately with the Zalmi Foundation. Now turned into Harmony Cricket League. We are engaging literary festivals. We are not believing on Alakai Zubane. We are believing on Pakistani languages. And we are always saying in Gilgit-Baltistan, in Kashmir, in Balochistan, your problem of Balochi, challenge of Balochi, these are the problems of all Pakistanis.
Absolutely.
And
they are not regional problems.
They are not regional problems. They are Pakistani problems. And these are the Pakistani issues, Pakistani challenges. We invite students from different segments, different cultures to Islamabad. They live together, they interact with each other, they debate with each other, and finally they are returning back to their homes with the commitment that Pakistan is our homeland, Pakistan is our present, Pakistan is our past, and Pakistan is our future.
Absolutely, that's true for every Pakistani. Dr. Sahab, it's such an interesting conversation.
And
but
another thing I would like to
Yep.
tell you, it will be unknown to Pakistani. We are working on sectarian harmony. We invite students from a particular sect, and then Sunni students, we took them to the Shia Madaris. We took Shia Madaris to the Sunni students. They sit together, they learn each other, they try to understand each other, and finally they play cricket together.
Wow,
Finally,
you're bringing them together.
Yeah, and it is fortunate for us that all segments of Pakistani society, intellectuals, academicians, even politicians, there are some of famous politicians. I would like to mention them.
Yes.
Janab Ahsan Iqbal Sahab from Pakistan Muslim.
Professor Dr. Ahsan.
Yeah. Then Samia Rahil Qazi from Jamaat-e-Islami. And similarly, some of the parliamentarians from PTI, they are working with Paigam-e Pakistan with full zeal and zest. And we have regularly interaction. I am sometimes saying to them, they are coming in our meetings, all the political parties. And I am saying, Kash, just this picture can be shown on the TV, and the people, they can learn that we are together. We have to work together.
Absolutely. For Pakistan to...
Sir, I believe Vietnam can progress.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
Somalia can be a success story, Bangladesh can be a success story, why not Pakistan?
Yes.
The only reason that I feel is that we are divided too much.
And this polarization has to come to an end.
This polarization, the most important task, you have done national security workshop. I have completed last security workshop.
Okay.
And we have been given presentation by the strategic organizations. They said we ensure defense of Pakistan at least for 50 years ahead. But if we will continue to fight with each other, then what will happen?
That is...
And we believe on this Paigam-e Pakistan, and we are saying कि पानी आँख में भरकर लाया जा सकता है, अब भी जलता शहर बचाया जा सकता है.
Absolutely. I think hope is always there, and we have so many talented people, we have so much humongous potential in Pakistan, the youth of Pakistan, and we've got so many learned professors, scholars like yourself. I see a humongous potential in Pakistan. Inshallah ta'ala, this polarization will also come to an end. Dr. Sahab, it has been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for giving us time. Absolutely delightful talk by the National Coordinator of Paigam-e Pakistan, Professor Dr. Zia Ul Haq. Viewers, inshallah ta'ala, I will see you in another exciting episode of Sky is the Limit. Till then, Allah Hafiz.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam ala Khatimin Nabiyyin. Our today's meeting is in connection with the various activities and introduction of various departments and sections of Islamic Research Institute. And we are grateful to Pakistan Television and all the scholars for this very important meeting. This is a PhD class, and these students are studying with me human rights, a comparative studies in the perspective of Islam. In this class, we discussed about Magna Carta, American Constitution, French Revolution, and modern theories of human rights such as positivism. We also discussed about the change of concept from natural rights to human rights. So these students are with me. These are the PhD students. They have done LLM from International Islamic University and from other universities.